Father, I don't like girls. That gave me pause, so I asked carefully, do you like boys then? He replied, no, Father. I don't like boys either. I was confused. Then what is it, son? A few days ago, I sat down to talk with one of the older boys at our group home here in the US. His name is Michael. He's in 12th grade, getting ready for college. As we were talking, I gently asked, so Michael, you're almost done with high school? Do you have a girlfriend yet? He shook his head. I teased him a bit and asked, why not? No girls caught your eye? But then he looked at me and said, Father, I don't like girls. That gave me pause, so I asked carefully, do you like boys then? He replied, no, Father. I don't like boys either. I was confused. Then what is it, son? And then Michael said something that stopped me in my tracks. He said, Father, I'm just afraid to love. Ever since I was little, I've only known rejection. My parents died, my relatives didn't want me. Every time I tried to go back and visit family, they treated me like I didn't belong. Somewhere along the way, I stopped wanting to get close to anyone. He continued, it's not that I hate people. I just don't trust that love lasts. I'm okay being around the other kids here, but with anyone new, I shut down. His words broke my heart. I asked him, in all your years here at the home, was there ever a moment when you felt truly loved? Something that stayed with you? Michael nodded. Yes, Father. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was when I first came here. There was a wedding for one of the staff members, and we were invited. Everyone was excited, but I didn't have any nice clothes to wear. And then, with emotion in his voice, he told me about Daniel. Daniel was another boy at the home, but his situation was heartbreaking. He was very sick, so sick that doctors had sent him home to die. He had come to us from the border, barely alive. His mother, desperate, had begged a motorbike driver to take him to our home, saying, please help my son. Maybe they can save him. Before Daniel left, his mom gave him a jacket. It wasn't much, but she said, wear this when you go to school in the city. It was probably the only gift she had left to give. Daniel never got to wear that jacket. His illness progressed too quickly. He spent most of his time in bed, fading, but he kept that jacket close, always folded carefully in his backpack beside his bed. Michael told me that on the day of the wedding, he was heartbroken because he didn't have anything nice to wear. When Daniel heard this, he called him over, opened his backpack, and handed Michael that very jacket. He said, take it, wear it today. I'm not going to need it where I'm going. And Michael wore that jacket. He stood there at the wedding, not in brand new clothes, but wearing the warmth of a dying boy's final act of kindness. That moment stayed with him, not because of the jacket itself, but because it was love, freely given, when he expected nothing. From the heart of the gospel, this story reminds me of that evening after Jesus had risen from the dead. The disciples were hiding in fear, locked behind closed doors. They had betrayed him, denied him, abandoned him. And yet, Jesus came back for them. He didn't scold, he didn't punish. He stood among them and said only this, peace be with you. He showed them his wounds, not to shame them, but to heal them. That is mercy. And mercy is not pity. Mercy is not, I feel sorry for you. Mercy is, I see your pain and I cannot look away. I choose to suffer with you. It's like the love of a mother. When her child falls, she feels it in her gut. That's the kind of love Jesus has for us. And it's the kind of love he calls us to have for one another. Because only when we're loved unconditionally can we begin to open our hearts again. Like Michael, like the disciples, like every one of us who has ever been afraid to trust again. And so, my friends, may we not fear to love. May we not fear to forgive. And may we learn day by day to show mercy. Because somewhere out there, someone needs that jacket. even if they don't know it yet.